Happy Friday, High Button sports fans. Welcome inside the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center as we get set for Game 3 action between the hometown Cape Breton Lynx and the visiting Lindsay Surge. Cape Breton currently hold a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 series. Hoping to close things out here in Member 2 today. Off the face-off, Lynx dump it in to the Surge territory. Played up the wall, knocked down by Austin. Now the Lynx gain control. It's Robertson. She'll skate it through the neutral zone into the blue line and tries to get it in deep, but it's broken up there. Now Gabriel reverses course, tries to find Landry on the half wall. Landry's not able to get it out. Pinching in there. In behind the goal now. Austin in a battle there as the Surge again trying to gain control down low. Not able to do so. Not able to keep it in on the line, and it gets out into the neutral zone, so they'll have to touch up. Now McLean. D-to-D pass to Gabriel. Chipped off the boards. Ahead for McEachran. She'll dump that in. They'll start a change. Rimmed around the boards. Now Surge. Heavy stick there from Brown, able to keep that alive, and she'll chip that in, and they'll give chase once again. Julia Brown hard on the forecheck, causing turnovers once more. Battle along the boards now in the corner, deep in Surge territory. Brown. Now the Surge come away with it, chipped off the boards, tried to play it ahead there. Just out of the reach of Buffett, and icing will be the call. Gives us an opportunity to highlight our starting goaltenders. Starting in goal for the Lindsay Surge, number 31, Rebecca LeBlanc. And coming off a shutout performance in game number 2, starting in goal for the Lynx, it is number 31, Ellie Power. Up the wall, Morel throws it in. That progress is stopped. Now the Surge will skate it out again, trying to find that lead pass. Icing call waved off, thrown out front, but getting a stick on it and knocking it away. Now, off the boards, Rosong. She can't get a hold of it, and Angioni will chip that in deep. Reverse play there. Rosong now chips it off the boards. Jade Vickers stops that, but now here's a rush coming here for the Surge. McCormick's shot turned aside by Power. McCormick's still on it now for the Surge. Rimming around the boards, now chipped ahead by Landry in a foot race. LeBlanc out to play it, and she'll negate that chance for the Lynx. Cross ice pass. Vickers breaks that up and leaves it there for Gabriel. Rylan Gabriel fans on the pass, but Vickers is there. Now Vickers over the blue line, top of the circle, shot! That one leaks out in front. No harm there for the Surge. Still on it now as we get a whistle that the puck had come out. It is a playoff atmosphere here in the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center. It is a loud and boisterous building. Both teams very well supported here for this one. Again, Cape Breton taking care of business on the road the first 2 games of this series. And looking to close things out. A lot of work ahead of them yet. This is a very good Surge team. Finished with 33-5-2 record, 68 points in the regular season. A whole 30 points ahead of the Lynx in the standings. But hey, it's this playoff hockey, the second season. Anything goes. Now lining up for the face-off here, Cassie Cremo in the draw here for the Lynx. That draw won by the Surge, and Holly Gibbs wins that. Played ahead now, a break for the Surge. Walking in now, Vautour. Vautour's shot, that one just goes wide. Along the wall and out. Gould throws it right back in. Surge will start a change. Which would give McGinnis a little time to get set up, but again, that progress, forward progress, broken up there. Thrown back in deep by Leckie. Leckie on it again, down low. Thrown out front. Still on it now, the Surge again. Looking for that first one. Played up top. Here's Tran. Back down to the half wall. It's Sangster. That shot goes wide. First one on it there is Leckie. Throws it in down low. Rimmed back around the wall. Now they go low to high and high to low. Start a cycle game now. Sangster. Down low for Rosong, or Buffett, sorry. In behind the goal, Buffett. Thrown out front, still loose. Power trying to find it. It's under some skates. Now it's able to be cleared by Morrell, but not out. Again, good pressure here from the Surge. Contact along the boards, trying to separate man from puck, but up again it's Tran. Her shot blocked on its way to the goal by Angioni. But once again, the Surge D holding that line, keeping that play alive. In behind the goal now, trying to lose a man is Chloe Leckie. Up top for Tran. Now Tran, long shift for her. She's going to get a change just in time, but Angioni picks that up and the Lynx are able to get it out. Lynx hemmed in their own zone, so they're going to get an opportunity to get some fresh legs out there as well. Looking for some options. Not able to find some. Now it's Vickers. Played ahead for Lawan, and Lawan chipped that in deep. Back to retrieve is Gibbs. Reverses course. Vickers reads that play. Jumps in off the line. In behind the goal, Jade Vickers waiting for some help as they're trying to pin the puck along the boards. Ref urging them to move it. Now it'll come free, and it's Landry. Thrown out front. Robertson was there to break that play up. Played ahead now, here's Landry. All alone, 1-on-3. Ava Landry shot off a skate into the corner. Reverse play read very well there by Layla Austin. Up top, thrown in. McEachern rims that around, and coming off the boards is Brown. Brown in a puck battle once again, down low in the corner. Puck comes free, and it's McEachern. Reverses play down low. Rosong is there, but can't get it out once again. Good layers now by the Surge in the defensive zone, and they will now get it out. Poirier, all alone, has 3 Lynx players on her, and that'll turn over. Brown, cross ice feed for McEachern. McEachern, she's all alone, so she'll just cross dump that. Lynx, once again, keep it in at the line. Up into the neutral zone. Angioni tries to bat that one back into the zone. And it'll be picked up there by Mitchell. That pass just jumps over the stick of McGinnis. Surge in on it once again. Heavy stick by Morrell, able to break that up now. A lead pass can't quite hit the stick of Perouche. And through the neutral zone they go once again, and Morrell will go back, and she'll have some time, and she'll rim it around the boards for Angioni. Ahead for Cremo, and she'll knock that out into the neutral zone, and there's Tran. Red line and in. Vickers has to watch it over her shoulder, and she'll rim that around the boards. And Landry will get that out, so a Surge will once again have to tag up. Tran dumps it in once again, and it's going to be Vickers back to get it. That one gets deflected up and out of play. Good pace to this one. Again, Surge in a must-win situation. After sweeping the season series, find themselves down 2-0 here to the Lynx in this one. Game 1, a score of 3-2, and then Ellie Power with the shutout in Game 2 for a 2-0 Lynx victory. Tran rims that around. McLean up the boards, but not out. In the feet there, and played over into the corner, thrown towards goal. Now up for Ava Landry, but kept in at the line. Now Landry in a second chance will get that out. McLean thrown in deep. McEachran, first one on the forecheck there. Now the second layer's coming in here for the Lynx. Shot towards goal. Kicked out by LeBlanc. Good shot there by Brown. Now a one-on-one developing. Here come the surge shot off the crossbar. What a chance right there for Reese Vautour. Ever so close to solving Power. Now just trying to calm things down once again are the Lynx. McEachran. Cross ice feed for Morel. She'll get to the red line. Offside, delayed offside call, so they'll have the touch up. Now trying to play it ahead. Here's Lecky. She bumps into McEachran. She'll dump it in. Now Perouche trying to get in there on the forecheck, and she'll get that in low. Cremo is in there as well. But it'll be the Surge who come away with it. Now played ahead. Jumps over Lecky's stick, and Morel is there to clean it up. Back into the neutral zone. And the Surge will once again try and dump it back in. Gabriel leaves it there for Morel. Mitchell keeps it alive on the blue line there for the Surge. That shot kicked aside by Power. Now over for Perouche. She'll get it up and out of the zone, and the Surge will have to touch up. Angione over the blue line. Curls back, throws it in, and Morel is the first one on. Thrown out front for Cremo, but a good stick in the lane there. And here come the Surge. 2-on-1 developing. Offsides is the call. Just a step ahead of the play was Nevaeh Robertson. Otherwise, a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Surge. Two players you don't want to see if you're the Lynx coming down on you would be Robertson and Eisner. Very, very good offensive players for this Surge team. Thrown back in once again. D-to-D pass. McGinnis plays it back around for McLean. Now McLean will skate it out into the neutral zone. Over the blue line. Knocked off her stick, but kept alive there by Austin. And once again, the Surge trying to get out, but a good back check by McLean. Now trying to fight off her check, but good defensive layers there by the Lynx. Able to negate that chance. Now Vickers sees some open ice in front of her. Gets to the top of the circle, tries the shot. Played out front, jumps over the stick of McEachran. Julia Andrews rims it around. Out front, Brown gets tied up in front, can't get a shot away. Now the Surge come back up ice. Still onside, it's Lecky who throws it in behind the goal. Still in behind it now, thrown out front. Goes back up to the top of the point for Gibbs. Gibbs watched closely there by Brown. Now they get tied up along the boards. Trying to move the puck. They'll get it out, and here's McEachran. Her teammates going for a change. McEachran tries a shot on net, but that hits a stick and into the corner. Played up the wall, and the Surge will once again just get it out of the zone. Played right back in, and there's Rosong. She's chased behind her own goal. She's watched closely and has played up the wall. And Perouche will fire it right back in. Rimmed around the boards, but Gabriel, good job holding the blue line there for Angione. Back up top for Gabriel. Thrown towards goal, doesn't make it there as it hits a Surge player in front. Gabriel keeps that puck alive once again. Now offsides is the call against the Lynx. Back and forth these two teams go. Looking for the first goal of the game. As the energy level is high between these two teams. Now, played ahead. Here's Sangster. Sangster out wide, thrown out front, Power puts that away. Mitchell's shot hits a stick, deflects up high. Vickers there, clears it around the boards for Landry. Jumps over her stick. And the Lynx will try once again. McLean for Lawan. A little touch, and Landry skating onto it. 1-on-3. Still with it now. No arms go up there as Layla Austin tries a shot. That ends up down in the corner. And coming off the blue line is McGinnis. London skates it out. Plays that ahead and then get a dump in, and the Surge will start a change. Played ahead, here's McEachern. Once again all alone, she'll throw it on net. LeBlanc kicks that aside. Good forecheck here from the Lynx, causing a turnover, but Brown not able to convert. Now with a burst of speed, leaving the zone, here's Vautour. Vautour shot, save, Power. Good burst of speed from Reese Vautour. But Ellie Power stays square to the shooter and keeps them at bay. Face off deep in the Lynx territory. Scramble draw heads over to the half wall where it gets tied up there. And once again, the refs plead with them to try and move the puck. Still tied up now, starting to come free, and it will get free. Jumps over their stick, and Angioni is there to clear it out of harm's way. In behind the goal, McLean rims it around for Gabriel, but it's going to be Tran there to keep it alive once again. Tran has been very solid, Victoria Tran, very solid on that Surge blue line early in this first period, keeping lots of offensive zone time and lots of pressure for the Surge. Hoping it'll translate to some goals, but here's Gabriel. She's got some room, she'll skate it out of the zone. Head for Angioni, she can't get it in deep as Tran once again breaks that play up, and the Surge head north up the ice. Over the blue line, that pass hits a skate, and it'll get enough just to get out of the zone. Cremo can't play it ahead, and here's Robertson. Feeds that down, feed ahead, and they score! A turnover at the blue line. The Lynx not able to clear the zone. And Lacey Poirier is able to knock one home. And this big line for the Surge of Robertson, Eisner, and Poirier get on the board. Right off the face-off, the Surge dump it right back in. Mitchell rims it around. Heavy contact along the boards as Austin comes in. Now Austin is going to draw a penalty. Tripping will be the call coming up to Layla Austin. And the Surge, who just recently opened the scoring, go to their first power play of the game, looking to add to their lead. Lynx win the draw, get it down the ice. Rosong steps out from behind the goal. Played ahead, but again, once again, the Lynx there to fire it right back down into Surge territory. So they'll load up and try again. Led by Rosong. Steps out from behind her goal. Now fed ahead for Vautour, but Vautour's progress is denied, but they'll get it out once again, the Lynx. McCormick circles in the neutral zone. Now she'll get over the blue line, stop up, and looking to get the power play set up. Up top, Rosong shot gets through. That tips and goes just wide. Fans continuing to pour into the rink here. Again, playoff atmosphere here in Member 2 as the Surge currently on the power play with 50 seconds to go. Behind the goal, Gabriel. She'll rim it around the other way, but not out. Now the Surge try a D-to-D pass. That doesn't connect. Landry, 1-on-2. She'll take a shot. LeBlanc will grab that out of midair. .35 seconds to go here in the power play for the Surge as the Lynx try to throw the puck on net off the face-off. Played ahead, here's Poirier. Surge enter the zone, battle along the boards. Vickers plays it up the wall, but not out. Still battling there now. Vickers has a close eye on Joseph. There's Tran. Over for LeBlanc. Her shot goes wide. Nedelku knocked off her stick, and the Surge will have to change up and touch up. Penalty over, teams back to even strength. Big kill for the Cape Breton Lynx as Vickers enters the zone. Down low for Brown. Bumped ahead, here's London. Her time and space is taken away by McLean and ends up over into the corner. Lynx back in numbers and good coverage in the D zone. Taking away those lanes. Here's Austin through the neutral zone. Angioni is there to help out. She'll pick that up and throw it in deep. Played ahead, London will pick off that pass, throw it in. Coming down at just over a minute left here in the first period. Angioni ahead, tries to find Landry, just out of her reach. But Landry will be the first one on it as we enter the final minute here of the first period. Played ahead, Leclerc dumps that in. Morel. It's a patch of ice, it goes down. McNeil under some pressure, turns the puck over down low. But again, Morel gets it up the wall for, here's Lawand. 30 seconds now here in the first period. Mitchell steps out from behind her own goal. Ahead for Buffett. She'll get it off the wall and into the neutral zone, forcing the Lynx back. Vickers stops up over the blue line, leaves it there for McEachern. Her shot is blocked. And with the clock ticking down, that will do it. After an entertaining 20 minutes of play here in Member 2, the Lindsay Surge in a do-or-die game currently lead the Cape Breton Lynx by a score of 1-0. Don't go far. We'll be back with second period action after this brief intermission. And welcome back inside the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center as we get set for second period action here between the Lindsay Surge and the Cape Breton Lynx. Game 3 in a best-of-5 series. First round of the playoffs. Cape Breton holding a 2-0 lead. But the Lindsay Surge have come to play, and they hold a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Off the opening draw of the second period. Surge looking to go right back, but here's Landry. Coming in on the side. Landry's shot bobbled there. Gabriel jumps over her stick into the neutral zone. It goes now, knocked off the stick of Vickers. Here come the Surge in alone. Shot scores! "22 seconds into the second period. It's Nevaeh Robertson with an insurance marker for the Surge. Nevaeh Robertson with 36 goals in the regular season. This is her first in the playoffs. Couldn't have come at a better time for the Surge. Now the Lynx looking to get the next one. Thrown in, and LeBlanc will hold that and take the face off. Face off to the right of LeBlanc. Draw one there by the Lynx. Up top for Morel. Played across McGinnis, one-timer, turned aside by LeBlanc. Brown in on it there in the corner. Coming off the wall, McGinnis. She can't get there now. Opportunity building here for the Surge. Vautour played ahead. Offsides is the call. Face off coming up outside the Lynx zone. McCormick wins the draw there for the Surge. Little too well as it goes all the way back down into Surge territory. Gibbs blows a wheel. Cremo's there to pick it up now. Played up top. Here's Vickers. Her shot. That gets through, but LeBlanc, no rebound given. Good hustle by the Cape Breton Lynx there as, again, Gibbs takes a tumble, and Cremo jumps on that right away, turns it into a good opportunity for the Lynx. Now the Surge kick it ahead. Andrews throws that back into the neutral zone, but here comes Robertson. Tries a shot, deflects off a stick into the corner, rimmed around for Perouche. She'll get to the red line and get it in deep. Angione on it. Turned aside there by Rosong. Now up the half wall. And McCormick will pick it up there for the Surge. Played back for Joseph. Joseph shot. Power kicks that one aside at the last second. And the Lynx turn back and get set up. Chipped ahead by Lawand. Tries to get it in deep, but it ends up in the skates of the Surge, and now McCormick. Off sides is the call there. Delayed offsides. And it'll come outside. The face-off will come outside the Lynx territory. Lay lost and lines up for the face-off against Gould. One there by the Surge. They'll throw it in deep. Power kicks it out of harm's way. Lawan will kick it back for McGinnis, who will rim it around the boards there for Landry. Landry chips it ahead. Lawan trying to skate onto it, but a little too far for her. Now Landry with a bit more time and space. She'll get it in over the blue line and take it out wide. Drops it there for Morrell. Off the bench is Vickers. Surge, chip it out into the neutral zone, and Julia Brown is there to turn it back up ice for the Lynx. Over the blue line and chipped in by McEachern. Turned around by Kim. She'll get a burst of speed now and skate it out into the neutral zone, get to the red line and dump it in. Vickers is back to retrieve for the Lynx, but it's knocked off her stick. And hard on the forecheck now is London. Played down low, coming in off the boards, shot Power. Grabs the rebound there as the Surge starting to flex a bit of muscle here in the second period. Looking to add to this lead. Eisner in to take the draw for the Surge. But it's won by Cassie Cremo. Played back. Once again, Surge good on that forecheck, causing turnovers as Robertson plays it down for Eisner. Played out front. Poirier couldn't get there. Now Peruche will play it up to Angioni. Hard on the back check there. But Rylan Gabriel cleaning it up, her shot. Once again, LeBlanc very calmly picks that out of the air. And we'll hold on for the face-off. Offensive zone draw now for the Cape Breton Lynx. Layla Austin in to take the draw. Coming up to the right of LeBlanc. Draw won by the Surge. Lecky rims it around. And now they'll poke it out into the neutral zone. McLean throws it towards Nat LeBlanc. Heavy rebound off the pads, and then again, hard on it now are the Lynx. Layla Austin trying to cause some turnovers. Played ahead, here's Vautour. Cross ice feed for Buffett. Still on it now. In behind the goal. Played out front. Vautour's stick lifted at the last second. Gibbs. D-to-D pass thrown towards goal. That one just goes wide. McLean ahead for McEachern. Bounces off her stick. And Joseph is there to retrieve the puck and get it in deep once again for the Surge. Played up top. Landry. It's met right away there by Rosong. And rimmed back in around. And McLean can't pick that up as Eisner, whoa, good stick right there by Austin, saving a goal as it was a tap in. Still on it now, here's McCormick, shot, Power bobbles it, still loose now, Power grabs it once again. The pressure mounting from the Lindsay Surge. Their playoff lives on the line here tonight in Member 2, and they are certainly coming to play. Maya McCormick in to take the draw for the Surge. In some feet, and Angioni will come away with it for the Lynx. To the red line, and that's as far as she'll get. Vickers ahead for Angioni, but once again, it's hard on the back check are the Surge. It's everybody's in it to win it tonight. Power grabs that out of midair and will take the face-off. Still a very loud playoff atmosphere in here today. Excellent to see. Gould and Angioni line up for the face-off. Draw one by the Lynx. Rimmed around Peruche. She's got some time. She'll pick it up off the wall and she'll skate it into the zone. Tries to throw it towards the net, but Kim will block that and come away with it. Moving her feet now. She'll get it out of the zone, but not far enough. Peru, she can't get it in deep. Now the surge will do just that. Sangster dumps that in. Vickers goes back to get it. Perouse tries to tap it to Lawan, but again, once again, very good layers here by the surge. Able to stop any forward progress by the Lynx. Power will once again have to jump on that puck and take the face off. 13:44 left here in the second period. Shots on goal, 11-10, favoring the surge. Scoreboard 2-0, also favoring the surge. Gabriel skates it out, played ahead. Here's Landry. Landry steps around Delcu. And that's as far as she'll get now. Played ahead, just out of the reach of Eisner. Gabriel watched very closely, and Eisner caused a turnover. Down low, Poirier thrown out front, but Lawan was there to break that play up. Jammed him once again in along the boards. Trying to get that puck free, and they will. Rylan Gabriel played ahead. But the surge will once again retrieve the puck and get it in deep. Vautour hard on the forecheck. Hard on Gabriel, trying to cause a turnover. And right there, Vautour will get it back. Now jumping in off the line is Gibbs, thrown towards goal. Hits a Lynx player, that's as far as it'll go. Once again, surge aggressive on the pucks. Gibbs right there keeps it in again. Here's Leckie, turns and fires. Power finds that, and will hold on for the face-off. Cape Breton Lynx having a hard time these last couple shifts getting out of their own zone. As anytime they touch the puck, there's a white jersey within arm's reach. Gibbs keeps it alive at the line. Here's Leckie. Her shot, Power can't find it. It's underneath her. And she eventually will fall on the puck. And another face-off coming up. Last 2 or 3 shifts, ice very much tilted in favor of the surge. McCormick in to take the draw against Angioni. And they'll come away with it. It's Cremo. She'll skate it out into the neutral zone. Played over for Vickers. Oh, cross ice pass. Doesn't quite connect. Angioni keeps that alive at the blue line. Vickers trying to get it down low. Gibbs steps around Perouche. She'll get to the red line and dump it in. Played back into the neutral zone, and Kim is there to pick it up for the surge. That pass knocked down by Austin. She's just trying to get it right back in. Played ahead, Vickers breaks that play up. Once again, the surge are there to pick it up, but again, now McGinnis stops up behind her own goal. Waiting for some help to come. She's got to watch out, and she's getting flushed out from behind her own goal. Coming from the weak side. Puck bouncing around in front of the goal. And the surge. Aggressive, hard on the puck right now. Keeping the plays alive. Up top it comes. Trin! Block shot there by Landry. jumping down to block that one. And the Lynx will get it. They've seen enough. They will dump it down for the ice. Lynx under some heavy, heavy pressure. Trying to get something going in the opposite direction. The big line out here for the Surge, Robertson, Eisner, Poirier. As there's a tired Lynx line here on the ice. Eisner on the half wall. She'll get it back on a give and go. Walking the line, thrown in deep. Vickers. Watched closely there, played over. Delcu throws it down low. Believe that's Eisner getting tied up there with the referee. Buying some time. Vickers chips it out. Not far enough. As once again the Surge hard on these pucks. Played ahead. That play broken up, and the Surge will once again fire it right back into Lynx territory. Robertson. Fired back in behind the goal it goes. McGinnis looking for some options. Off the wall, and Gibbs reads that perfectly, picks it up. And they'll dump it right back in again. Vickers will skate it out. Knocked off her stick. Vautour with a burst of speed into the offensive zone. Her shot off the skate of McGinnis and into the corner. McGinnis can't clear it. Throw it out front. Backhand shot just goes wide. Gibbs once again aggressive on that blue line. Here it is. Scrambly play in front of the Lynx goal. Icing is the call once again. So once again, a tired Lynx group caught on the ice. Big face-off coming up here. Cape Breton will win the draw, but Kim knocks it right back in, deep into the zone. Robertson. Down low, along the wall, here's McCormick. Maya McCormick out for Robertson, just skips over her stick. But there's Tran, the shot. McCormick still loose. Power can't find the puck. She's still down on the ice. As the Surge now all over the Lynx. Power. Ref saying he can still see the puck. Ref saying he had a clear view of the puck. Lynx were saying they wanted a whistle a bit sooner than that. 7:58 to go here in the second period. Lynx looking to drive some offense. McCormick. Here's Joseph, Danica Joseph. Starts a cycle. Gabriel ahead for Angioni. She can't get it past Tran. Forcing the Lynx back into their own zone again. McLean, sorry. Off the glass, and Robertson is the layer there to keep the Surge have possession. Another puck battle along the boards. Now Landry with it on the wall, thrown out front. Cleared from the front of the net. Lynx get it down low. Angioni has it knocked off her stick, and here comes Robertson. She's got Joseph. Danica Joseph's shot blocked by Morrell. Robertson still on it. Into the corner, stops up, chips it in behind goal. Morrell will pick it up for the Lynx. Lawand off the boards and out. She'll be the first one to skate onto it. Still on it now. Scramble on the blue line, and the Surge will throw it right back in deep. Morrell. Watched closely on the forecheck there by Sangster. Penalty coming up here to the Surge. Interference will be the call. And it will go against Holly Gibbs. Cape Breton Lynx have been looking for something to rally around as the ice has been heavily tilted in their zone this period. Now they get an opportunity on the power play to cut this lead. They win the draw. Gabriel for Landry. Tran, Nick quickly knocks that off her stick. Gabriel keeps it alive. Lawand, heavy on the forecheck, up the wall, it's Angioni. Time to get set up. Gabriel, back for Angioni. Top of the circle, shot is straight up in the air and knocked out from the front of the net. Lynx still with it. Angioni, good play down low for Lawand, who circles the net. Out front, Cremo can't get a clean shot away. Angioni will throw it back around, but no Lynx players there. Surge will get it and get it out. Not the length of the ice, though, as Gabriel will skate it back in. Offsides is the call as it gets caught up in Angioni's skates. .113 to go here in the power play. McNeil in to take the draw for Cape Breton, then they will have the puck go all the way back to their own zone, so they will regroup. Vickers over the blue line, drops the shoulder, heads towards goal, circles in behind. Up top, here's McEachern. McEachern walks it down, shot off LeBlanc, back out front, thrown out front. Still alive, McGinnis. Down for Vickers. Here's Austin. Spins off, thrown out front. Still loose in front. Now the ref will blow the whistle. 25 seconds to go here in the power. Some good looks here from the Lynx. They're just looking to get one past Rebecca LeBlanc, who's been very good so far in this one. Draw one cleanly there by Austin. Gabriel's shot hits a shin pad, goes into the corner. Still on it now is McNeil for Vickers, for Gabriel. Back to Vickers. She's got a lane, her shot still open, and it goes in. Bouncing puck ends up in the back of the net. As the refs will converge, talk this one over. The call on the ice is goal. Call on the ice is goal. Surge coach saying it was knocked down with a hand. Refs still talking this one over. Still in discussion. Gibbs has got out of the box because if this is a good goal, it will be a power play goal. All four referees still converging here in the half circle. Again, Surge coach immediately saying it was knocked down with a hand. If this stands, it will be Avery McNeil's goal. And no goal is the call. So after quite a long discussion between the four officials, the decision being made is no goal. It was knocked into the goal with a hand. And we play on. See if the Lynx can rally behind this one. Draw coming up outside Lynx territory. Austin wins that. McGinnis over for Gabriel. Penalty now over. Teams back to even strength. Here's offsides is the call. Many of the fans in the building here don't agree with that call. Offsides is the call. And another face-off, won by the Lynx. Chipped in by McGinnis. Back to retrieve is Osong. Brown, or Landry, sorry. Another penalty coming up here for Eisner. Tripping will be the call, as Landry will draw the penalty. Eisner pleading her case as she goes to the penalty box. Very loud, boisterous fan base here tonight. Must be the playoffs. Second power play opportunity now for the Lynx. Some real good looks and a called back goal on their first one. Looking to convert on this one. Rimmed around the boards. Here's Vickers on the half wall. Up top for McGinnis. Back for Vickers. She's got some space. Shot. That just goes wide. McEachern up top for McGinnis. She'll try a shot, but it ends up on Vickers' skates. Her shot just goes wide. Now, without a blocker, without a stick, referee will blow that whistle dead. As LeBlanc lost her blocker. As again, the Lynx on the power play, getting lots of bodies towards goal. Trying to get into the space, into the vision of Rebecca LeBlanc, trying to get anything past her. She's been very dialed in here on this one. Draw one cleanly there by the Lynx. Here's Jade Vickers. Jumps over her stick, so she's got to reload. Over for McEachern. Shot. Save LeBlanc. Once again, a pile up in front of the Surge goal as the game plan for the Lynx seems to be crash the net. They want to make life difficult for this Surge goaltender. 1:11 to go in the power play, 2:45 to go in the period. Angioni in a face-off for the Lynx. Draw one cleanly there by the Surge, but Cremo wins that puck back. Angioni down low for Cremo. Back for Angioni. Looking for some options. Thrown towards goal. Off the pads and back to Cremo. Another penalty coming up here. Cross-checking be the call. And the Cape Breton Lynx will go to a 5-on-3 power play for 54 seconds. Mackenzie Rosong goes off on the cross check. Massive opportunity here for the Lynx to get back into this one. Cremo, it's tossed out. Landry will come in to take the draw. Surge, get it, but not out. Gives the Lynx time to get set up. LeBlanc once again, calm, cool, collected, grabs that one out of the air. Has another offensive zone draw coming up. This time Cremo will step in and take this one. And the Lynx will win it once again. Now they're just trying to get set up. Aggressive PK here. Played up, not out. Gabriel keeps it in. Over for Vickers. Her shot goes wide. It'll stay in the zone. Now Gabriel with it once again. Her shot not caught there by LeBlanc, so again, still in play. Gabriel's shot, LeBlanc will catch that one and take the face off. 19 seconds left in the first penalty. Pressure mounting here for the Lynx. Draw one cleanly there. Now Tran will try and kill some time, but it's knocked off her stick. And it's up top. Here's Gabriel. Walks to the middle. Feeds Vickers. Her shot kicked aside by LeBlanc. Back on the stick of Vickers. Gabriel for McGinnis. First penalty done. A minute left now in a 5-on-4. Lynx still on the power play. Austin's shot turned aside. Vickers jumps off the line, rims it around, and McGinnis will pick it up for the Lynx. Switches off with Gabriel. Shot fired towards goal, still loose. Landry picks it up in the corner and back up top for Gabriel. Now to McGinnis. Over for Vickers. Her shot is blocked. 30 seconds left in the power play. Rimmed around. Miscommunication is Gabriel now. And the Surge will get it out, but not down the ice. Vickers skates it in. Another penalty coming up to the Surge as Jade Vickers gets hauled down. Hooking will be the call. This one going against Isabel Kim. Surge coach not happy, as it's been 4 straight penalties against the Surge. Back to 5-on-3. This time for 16 seconds. As we're under a minute to go here in the second. Vickers on the half wall. Plays it up top for McLean. Over for McEachern. She'll step in, but a good stick by McCormick. And McCormick can't get it out. Back to 5-on-4 now as there's a minute 40 as the Surge desperately try to get it out. Not able to do so. McLean for Vickers. Her shot. That's a blocker save by LeBlanc. Vickers still with it. Up top for McLean. Down for Vickers. They'll try once again. Another blocker save by LeBlanc, and that will do it. Furious action in the second period. A very quick goal, 22 seconds in by Robertson. Has the Lindsay Surge up by a score of 2-0 with third period action just around the corner, as the Cape Breton Lynx will start the third period on the power play. 2-0 go anywhere. We are in for quite a finish with this one. Third period action coming right up. And welcome back inside the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center as we are set up for what should be a very entertaining third period here in this Game 3 between the Lindsay Surge and the Cape Breton Lynx. Cape Breton will start the period on the power play. Not able to get into the zone as the Surge will dump that down the ice. Gabriel will go back to get it. Now being skated out by Vickers. Cross for McGinnis. Up top for Gabriel, over for Vickers. 44 seconds now. Vickers' shot. That's a save by LeBlanc. After spending the first half of the second period hemmed in their own zone, Cape Breton go to multiple power plays and really turn up the heat on the Surge here. 24-16 now favoring the Lynx in the shot department. Still yet to solve LeBlanc. Austin will get waved out of the draw. Landry will come in to take that. Austin with it now in the corner. Thrown out front, but the Surge will pick that off and throw it down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the power play. McGinnis skates it into the zone. Her shot, rebound. Vickers looking for that rebound, but it jumped over her stick. Austin for Gabriel, back for Austin. Spins off. Played ahead now. Penalty over, teams back to even strength. Some massive, massive penalty kills by the Surge. As for a while, it was a steady stream to the penalty box for the Surge, and they have successfully killed them all off. Morrell gets to the red line and dumps it in and gives chase. Puck jammed up along the boards. Gibbs was just trying to maybe kill some time, wait for some help. Kept in at the blue line, thrown down. Now Brown. She'll go in for it for the Lynx. Puck comes free. Doesn't get past McLean. Now McCackern. So Lynx trying to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Now Robertson will skate it out. Tries to take Morrell out wide. Robinson still with it. Circling the perimeter. Now it'll skip out into the neutral zone. McCackern can't get it, and Tran will skate it in. Tries to drop it back for Robinson, but fans on that, and back into the neutral zone it goes, where Isabella Kim will pick it up. She's turned back as Reese Vautour will now throw it back in, and Vickers will pick it up for the Lynx. Rimmed around, Angioni loses that foot race to Lecky. In behind the goal. Here's Rosong. Here's Tran. Her shot hits a couple skates, redirects, but goes wide. Vautour starts a cycle down low for Lecky. Back up top for Tran. Vickers and Tran collide in the corner. As Power will pick that up and get the whistle. Face off to the left of Ellie Power. And it's going to be Landry who's going to be able to skate it out into the neutral zone and relieve the pressure. Vickers over the blue line. Her shot turned aside by LeBlanc, and that will deflect up and out of play. Lynx looking for one to get on the board. Offensive zone draw now for the Lynx as Austin in to take it. Draw one back, jumps over Gabriel's stick into the neutral zone, and she's watched closely there by Robertson. Rimmed around for Morrell. Can't get it out. And Austin is watched closely again by Robertson. So the reverse course to Gabriel's corner, and she'll chip it off the glass. Up, but not out. Landry ahead for Lawand. Broken up there, now Mitchell. Trying to find Robertson. Lynx trying to get it set up once again. Here's Gabriel. She'll get to the red line and rim it around. Coming hard on the boards is Brown. Jumps over McLean's stick into the neutral zone. As there's some tie-up between her and McGinnis. Rosong has it knocked off her stick. Opportunity here for a break for the Lynx. Brown, or McGinnis, sorry, chips that ahead. Penalty coming up once again, this time. It will once again go to the Surge. Interference, the call. Mackenzie Rosong goes to the penalty box. And the Cape Breton Lynx go back to the power play. Cassie Cremo in to take the face-off for the Lynx. She'll win it cleanly back. Lynx control off the draw. Landry, shot, turned aside by LeBlanc. Cremo still on it. Now it's back to Landry's corner, plays it up top for Gabriel. Her shot gets through, rebound, still loose. Here's Landry. Now it's stuck in Angione's skates, and the Surge will find it and send it the length of the ice. Gabriel sets up behind her own goal before stepping out. And it'll play it ahead for Landry. Landry enters the zone. Ava Landry pulls up, played across. That's broken up there by Kim. Gabriel gets back to keep that play alive. Landry looks like she might be out of gas. Angione does a good job. She's got to watch out for Cremo on the other side, and they will, in fact, get it back in. Here's Austin now. Austin will step it in. Loses a step. But Lawand on it for the Lynx. For McGinnis. Over for Vickers. Her shot, LeBlanc still has it. Thought there might be a rebound, but Rebecca LeBlanc will cover that up. "29 shots on goal on the Surge goalie, Rebecca LeBlanc. She's stopped them all so far. Avery McNeil now in to take the draw. Wins that back. Here's McEachern. Spins back, doesn't like what she sees, so they'll try and regroup and reload. McGinnis for Lawand. Back from McEachern. Cross ice feed for Vickers. Her shot, again, LeBlanc. Doesn't leave any rebounds. 23 seconds left in the power play. as the Lynx continue to look for an answer. McEachern. Gould gets a stick on that. Lawand in the corner. Played up the wall, but not out. McEachern has a look, tries to play it through, but that shot is blocked. Lawand now. Penalty over, team's back to even strength. Another big kill for the Surge. Vickers shot high. McEachern back down low. Vickers tries to stick handle through 3 Surge players. Aggressive play there by McNeil, trying to keep that play alive. As McGinnis will fire it back in the corner, and Cassie Cremo will go toe-to-toe with Mitchell. Austin now. Here's Eisner, trying to reverse course, over for Mitchell. Plays that ahead into the skates of Poirier, and Austin will come back and pick that up and turn it back up ice. Layla Austin now stepping in over the blue lines, loses the handle on it. Puck still free as Mitchell plays it for Mary McLean, who fans on that shot, which gives the Surge a bit of time to get organized. Gould throws it out front. McLean will fire it into her own bench. And another successful penalty kill for the Lindsay Surge. Their penalty kill has been perfect here today, and it has to be. It has been a steady parade to the box for the team in white. They can gain a lot of momentum off a successful penalty kill. But here comes the Lynx once again. Gibbs turns, fires that out into the neutral zone. Gabriel has to watch out. McCormick is there. Rimmed around by McLean and tipped out into the neutral zone where Angioni will try and skate onto it. But it's a hard, aggressive back check there and played up. Here's Lucky. She'll dump it in. Joseph and Perouche now battle along the wall, and the puck will squirt out. Here's McEachern or McCormick. Her shot tips up and out of play. Just over 10 minutes to go in the third period. The Lindsay Surge lead by a score of 2-0. But it's the Cape Breton Lynx who lead the series by a score of 2-0. Hoping to finish this one off here today, but they've got a bit of a mountain to climb here if they want to do that here tonight. Play it ahead. In the offensive zone now, the Surge, again, trying to get reestablished down there. And it's Tran. Thrown towards goal. Still loose in front. And behind the net it goes. Vickers will find that and start to skate it out. Still with it now. Vickers to the outside, stops up. Tries to feed McEachern, but almost lost the handle, but McEachern still with it. Over for Landry. Her shot, that just goes wide. Gives Tran an opportunity to pick it up. Off the boards, but McEachern finds that and throws it back in deep. Kim will try the other side, and another good stick there by the Lynx. This time it's Mary McLean. Throws it right back in, and Lawand will go and force Tran to reverse course to Kim, who will try and skate it out. Gets to the red line and dumps it in. Lawand comes back to help out, chips it back for Gabriel, and they'll try the other side. Don't like what they see, so Gabriel now will skate it out once again through the neutral zone. Lead pass for Landry. Ava Landry, 1-on-2, tries to split the D, but not able to do so. Played ahead, icing will be the call. Offensive zone draw for the Cape Breton Lynx. In to take it, Avery McNeil. She'll line up against Ellie Eisner. Morrell throws it down low. Resurge will pick that up. Up the half wall and out, and it's Poirier thrown towards goal. Mitchell throws it right back into the Cape Breton zone. And once again, Rosong will pick that up. Throws it in, not deep enough, but Gibbs is there. Vickers. That puck will deflect up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off. Inside the Surge territory. Well into the second half here of the third period. Cape Breton Lynx still looking for the back of the net. Kekrin plays it down for Cremo. Spins off one man, now finds Vickers' shots. Blocker saved by LeBlanc. Probably her best of the game. Robertson. She's been all over the puck here this afternoon. Another puck battle along the boards. It's Andrews trying to get it free here for the Lynx. McCormick and Cremo now battle. And the puck will come loose. And it's played up top for Rosong. Gets to the middle of the ice. Shot power. Grabs that. Little bobble, but she finds it and will take the whistle. .6:42 to go in the third period. Shots 31-19 favoring the Lynx. Rimmed around, Lawan will get there and chip it ahead for Landry. Landry skating onto it, one-on-one. Push to the outside. Landry still with it. Played up top. Gabriel keeps a stick on that, plays it in. Try to tip out front there by Austin, but it's tipped wide. And now the Surge will get it out of the zone. Gabriel over for McLean. Austin gets pushed back for Gabriel. D-to-D pass to McLean once again. Now played ahead. Perouche for Angioni. Cuts to the middle. Angioni shot tips up and out of play. Surge once again going back to what we saw in the first period and the first part of the second period, where they just clog up the middle of the ice, making it real hard for the Lynx to get in on the inside. Lynx have the touch up now, which gives Surge an opportunity to get it out, and they will. Chipped ahead, McGinnis will go back to retrieve. Rimmed around the boards for Perouche. She's knocked off the puck, and McNeil will reverse course back for McGinnis. They'll try the other side. Lead pass. Tipped ahead by Perush. Her and Kim in a puck battle for it. And Tran back to help out. Plays that up the wall. But not out. As Vickers keeps that alive, but now Tran will chip it out into the neutral zone, pushing the Lynx back. London has a clean eye on Gabriel, but Gabriel does a good job to elude her. Now she'll skate it into the zone. Vickers shot. LeBlanc picks that out of midair and makes another big save. Under 5 to go. Lynx keep pressing. Gibbs off the boards, down the ice, not enough for icing. As Vickers skated out. Rosong picks it up, cross ice dump. Gabriel. Eisner almost strips Vickers in behind the goal, now played in front. Ava Landry, one-on-one, Landry shot. She fans on that as Rosong tries to take her out. Now penalty coming up here, likely gonna go against Ava Landry. As we get the whistle, roughing will be the call. As Landry will go to the penalty box. Surge to go to their second power play of the game. Where we might be into the territory of the next goal may be enough to push this to game 4. Eisner shot, big rebound. Power gets across, keeps that one out, and the Lynx get it out of the zone and down the ice. LeBlanc leaves it in behind the goal. And now they'll skate it out. Here's McCormick. Stops up. Plays it back for Rosong. Her shot. That goes wide. Ellie Eisner tries to get to it. Pushed back to the half wall. And Vautour is on it. Here's Rosong. Finds Vautour. Shot. Finds the stick of Vautour coming across the high slot. And that one tipped just wide. Now McLean will get that. That one will deflect up and out of play. So we're down to 55 seconds to go in the Surge power play. Face off inside the Lynx territory. Layla Austin in on the draw, but it's won by the Surge. Rosong to Eisner. That goes wide, and McCormick will pick that up. Still with it. Plays it back up top for Rosong. Will get to the middle of the ice. Tries a wrist shot. That shot goes wide. 30 seconds now to go in the power play, and the Lynx will get it and get it down the ice. Austin, first one on it. A little bit of miscommunication by the Surge there on the offensive blue line, but here they come inside the zone. Shot. Wide. Penalty over. Landry out of the box. Austin tries to find Landry, but she was coming back into the defensive zone. Up the wall, Tran Keeps that in. Vickers winds it up. Thrown in towards goal. LeBlanc will keep the play alive and leaves it there for Tran. Played up ahead. Angione walks in for Lawan. Her shot saved LeBlanc. Goalie pulled. Extra attacker out for the Lynx. Offsides the call. As we are under a minute to play here in this one. Lynx need 2. Cape Breton's going to call a timeout here to rally the troops, draw up a play. They need 2. If they don't get 2, then we have game 4 coming up. And it will be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here in Member 2. And of course, you can catch all the action here on High Button Sports. As we have been treated to a very entertaining and excellent hockey game played by both these teams. Surge. Play it ahead. McGinnis watched closely by Robertson. Vickers picks it up, skates it into the zone, cuts into the middle, but a good stick in the lane, and that's broken up. Eisner chips it off the boards into the neutral zone, and McGinnis, last one back, will skate it up. Loses the handle on it. Poirier shoots. That one goes into the empty net. And that as the official's still talking it out here, but and actually out of all of that, there's going to be a penalty. And it's going to go to Robertson, so they're going to take the goal off the boards. Interference, the call against Robertson. Goal come off the board. Power play for the Lynx, but 10 seconds to go. Up top, Gabriel loses the handle, and that will do it. A hard-fought 60 minutes here in Member 2, and the Lindsay Surge live to see another day as they have cut the deficit 2-1 in favor of the Lynx. Lynx lead the series 2-1. The Surge win the game 2-0. We will see you tomorrow morning here in Member 2 for what will be, no doubt, another entertaining game between these two teams. We will